the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, people, come on in. 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 This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and definitely be glad in it. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, hit your neighbor. Tell him I'm on. Tag someone. Tell him Martin G is on. We on live, uncut, unedited. I haven't been on in a couple of days, but I'm here, and we want to run it back real quick about the incident that happened in Minnesota. As a lot of you know, that I am a protester. I'm also a video man, so I love the videos as well. But also, I'm a podcaster too. But I just want to talk about some things, and I think that we should do them. I really do. All right, I see 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's a blessing. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Live, uncut, unedited. Come on in, people. All right, it's amazing. There's a lot of stories dropping, coming on. Is coming up, and a lot of truth coming up. A lot of emotional stuff that's going on, and we want to get to the bottom of it, and we want to be factual on here. We don't want to lie on nobody. That we don't want to do. We not known to lie on folks, and we don't want to do that at all. This is your boy Mark G. I'm live, uncut, unedited. What really happened is Shoot and Explain. We want to explain it. So there are so many different scenarios about what happened. Really about what happened. So it's a lot going on, and we're going to talk about it. Now, this is emotional time, and some of us believe that if she would obey the command, she'll be living. Some of us believe that she's gonna get it anyway. So we going on. To me, all right. Congratulations, the Bears won, y'all. Bears. I'm with my Bears jacket. I had my Bears jacket on, people. Congratulations. 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 The Bears, my Bears, Chicago Bears, rather. When I had my jacket on, and I had a throwback jacket on today, people. What up, Adam? Yeah, that game was crazy. I sat and watched it right here at this desk. I got that video box right there, looked up and got it, and it's on, people. Congratulations. Let's get to the subject, man. We open up calls. Let me put the calls up here and put the number. We're gonna get started. I got a lot of video, and we want to tell the truth and shame the devil. Now, some of you are very brutal. My goodness, I mean brutal, 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 brutal. Some things that you guys say I wouldn't dare say in public. I mean, just brutal. I heard some brutal things. Somebody said, let's see that throwback jacket. Let me see if I can grab it for y'all real quick. It's a throwback. Let me grab it for y'all. And it's reversible too. Let me see. Let me put my big, hold on, people. Let me put my big screen to show y'all my throwback jacket. All right, let's see. Let's see. All right, let y'all see my throwback jacket. This is a throwback. Throwback. Hold it up, let you guys see it. The Bears. Also, it's a reversible. It's a reversible. So you don't really see. It's a reversible. Inside the go pockets right here. It's definitely a reversible, people. See the sleeves here. That. It's a reversible. Trying to show the whole back. I had it on today. It's a reversible. I can wear it either way. I can wear it either way. It's a throwback. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. I'll put it right there. All right. All right. Just showing out a little bit. All right. Charlene Courts. Yes, we live in a very sad times. All right. Somebody said, they said, stop riding with the wave, man. Regurgitate the same playbook. What about Key Porter, assassination in Cali on January the 1st, 2026? I heard about that as well when the ICE agent came out there and executed him or something like that. I did hear about that. But this is my show and I can talk about what I want. So on your platform, you can do whatever you want to do. It's appreciated. But I thank you for following. Thank you for listening to me. But it is my show. And I choose to do what I do. Appreciate you. And sometimes the facts need to get out. Need to be out. Real talk. Real talk. All right. I see 3 Facebook pages up here. All right. It's a good thing. That might be my old page up. I don't know. That's the old page on. Y'all know it's gonna finna be on now. It's finna be on. All right. Let's get with it. Let's get with the all right. People telling me what to talk about. All right. I feel you. You get mad, hey. Get mad. All right. There we go. We're taking calls 872-299-0808. What really happened? The shooting explained. We want to explain the shooting. And remember, this is a news channel. We're basically dedicated to blackness. On here. And it's a lot going on. You need to tag your people if you can. I got a few people that I can tag and send it out to. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is live, uncut, unedited, and this is real, people. This is real. And most of our information, we try to be on point. Now, we don't always get it right on this page, but we try our best. And when we make a mistake in the public, we'll come back and make a correction in the public. We don't have a problem with that at all. At least I don't have a problem with that. There's a lot of things that be said on this platform. All right, I see you, Brother Lewis Ramsey. I see you. I appreciate you, Brother Lewis Ramsey, a brother that supports this podcast. I appreciate him. I respect him. He's like a big brother to me and always give me advice. And I thank God for a listening ear. He gave us 2 ears and 2 eyes and 1 mouth. So, Lord, let me use it accordingly. Get that right. Say it right. And I appreciate all of those of you that that join me on a nightly basis, that support this channel by sharing the video, liking the video, by sending me super chats. I appreciate it. Don't think none of that stuff go unheard. Yeah, none of it all. It's all appreciated. It takes a lot of energy to run a podcast. It really does, people. It takes a lot. So I don't want you to think it's easy, but I encourage anybody, just get to rolling. And we want to start off with this. And I want to talk to my black people first. This is what I want to talk about you about.
Federal agents, ICE, HSI, are officers. They are agents of law enforcement. If you box them in with vehicles, it is reasonable for them to believe that they are being ambushed and that this could end in a deadly situation. And it's reasonable for them to use force based on those conditions. Do not box in any law enforcement officer. You are breaking the law when you do that. And you are putting yourself in danger. Following law enforcement agents around. The question is why? What do you plan on doing? It's also reasonable for them to believe that you're eventually going to do harm to them. If you ram any vehicle, especially that one that contains law enforcement agents, and that's any law enforcement, local, state, federal, county, and you do this intentionally, this is considered deadly force. Deadly force is anything that can cause great bodily harm or death. When you plow into a vehicle that contains law enforcement agents, you're using deadly force.
All right, people. That is Superintendent Snelling from Chicago, Illinois. This was when ICE was here deporting, and this is what he said. It's exactly what he said, people. And we're going to play it one more time real quickly.
Federal agents, ICE, HSI, are officers. They are agents of law enforcement. If you box them in with vehicles, it is reasonable for them to believe that they are being ambushed and that this could end in a deadly situation. And it's reasonable for them to use force based on those conditions. Do not box in any law enforcement officer. You are breaking the law when you do that. And you are putting yourself in danger. Following law enforcement agents around. The question is why? What do you plan on doing? It's also reasonable for them to believe that you're eventually going to do harm to them. If you ram any vehicle, especially that one that contains law enforcement agents, and that's any law enforcement, local, state, federal, county, and you do this intentionally, this is considered deadly force. Deadly force is anything that can cause great bodily harm or death. When you plow into a vehicle that contains law enforcement agents, you're using deadly force.
All right, people. All right, let's. You heard it yourself. So we got a lot going on. I just want to put the things out there. We know a lot of protesters are following a lot of ICE workers around town. Talking about in Minnesota, they did it here too as well, and blocking off the roadway and saying different things to them, and you know they said blocking in the officers or using your car as a weapon. It may result a great bodily harm, deadly force, which could be death or bodily harm. So I just want to keep that in your in your mind. In your mind. Thank y'all guys for the jackets and stuff like that. Compliments on the jacket. So what do you guys think about this? I'm really to take some calls and man, it's crazy. This is crazy. We got a loss of life, and to me, I believe that should no one be dead from this, but it's like a regular stop. Yeah, what really happened? And let me just tell you something. I want to screen share something. That's what I want to do. Because let me see. Where is the screen sharing? All right. Let me put this up on the screen. All right. All right. Let me put that up on the screen. Now, now this is old. This is from February. Let's get it right. February the 28th, 2014. So this is nothing new. It says the U.S. border agents intentionally stepped in front of moving vehicles to justify shooting at them. So this was a big article back in 2014, February 2014. We're now in 2026. So this is nothing new, people. This is nothing new. The Los Angeles Times obtained an internal review of U.S. Border Patrol use of force policies, which U.S. Custom and Borders Protection has refused to release publicly. Members of Congress have seen a summary. While the Times did not offer the report in full, the paper did publish previously unseen snippets that portray a law enforcement agency operating under loose use of force standards and little accountability. The review was completed in February 2013 by the Police Executive Research Forum, a non-for-profit that developed best practice for law enforcement use of force policies. It has examined, 67 use of force incidents by the federal border agents, near the U.S.-Mexico border that result in 19 deaths. So this is nothing new. And here are some key findings of the review revealed by the Times on Thursday. The Border Patrol agents have intentionally and unnecessarily stepped in front of moving cars to justify deadly force against vehicle occupants. Now, also, agents have shot in frustration across the U.S. border, the U.S.-Mexican border, at rock throwers when simply moving away was an option. The Border Patrol demonstrates a lack of diligence investigating incidents in which the U.S. agents fired their weapons. It's a questionable whether Border Patrol consistently and thoroughly reviews incidents in which agents use deadly force. All right. So this is nothing new. Put it right here on the screen. This is nothing new. You see the title of it. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. I just wanted to show you that, people. Show you this. It's nothing new. I'm going to stop sharing this. Now I can come back to it later. All right. So I'm just setting the ground. First, we heard Superintendent Snelling from Chicago. He's the superintendent. He's telling us that it's against the law to trail an ICE agent to use your vehicle as a weapon. So that is against the law. All right. And if you continue to do that, they can take it as an ambush and use deadly force, which may cause great bodily harm or even death. This is what we're seeing, what we're witnessing. All right. You got to go to a sports channel. Okay, no problem. All right, Lomax. All right, Messiah. All right, you got to go to the sports channel, people, if you want to go see the Bear, hear more about the Bears. I don't have a problem about that, but we're talking about an incident that happened here in Minneapolis. All right. All right. We're waiting on some calls. Waiting on some calls. I need y'all to call. So what do you think that shooting was justified or unjustified? A lot of you, I want to hear what you have to say. And see, when police arrest citizens, they look for a pattern. A pattern. So for those of you that's black and you're riding around with the protesters, maybe they are white, you better watch it. You can't do what they do. You can't get away with what they get away with, period. So letting you know, it's a rare that we see that a Caucasian man shoot a Caucasian woman. That is kind of rare. It happens, don't get me wrong. But in a situation like this, and a lot of people have been saying a lot of brutal things about Miss Renee Good. A lot of brutal things. Brother Lewis Ramsey said, any law enforcement that gives you a command or instruction, you have to follow. You have to follow orders. All right. All right, people, let's see. I want to show a piece of video and see now that the ICE agents are saying that he was hit by a car. Now, if you look at it from a different angle, it definitely looks like he's got hit by a car or stuck his arm out or something, made some type of contact with the car. But me personally, I don't believe, and it's just me. All right, we got Marcus. I'm sorry. Hold on, Marcus. Let me hold on, Marcus. Let me put the video hold on. Bluetooth. I don't believe personally, I don't believe that oh, Marcus, my phone went dead. Hold on, Marcus, my phone went dead. Hold on. My phone went dead. Let me get the battery pack. I'm sorry, people. My phone went dead. And the call-in number. Maybe he'll call back. Sorry. I thought I hit the charger, but that charger wasn't no good. So I got the good charger on here now. It went dead. All right, Marcus, give me a few minutes. You can call back. Let me charge it up real quick. It'll pop on. All right. Marcus, if you listen, I'm sorry. It cut off. I'm waiting on the phone to charge back up. Put my battery pack on it. Give it a few minutes. So what I'm saying, people, a lot of black people don't want me to talk about this. And I understand, but we got a lot of things to talk about. Well, y'all know I'm a news channel. I'm pro-black. I love to talk about black things. And I don't see a problem with that. Marcus, I need you to hold on till this phone charge up and get back in the line. Brother Barbecue says Superintendent Larry Snell has said it well. Play stupid games and you get stupid prizes. You definitely will. You definitely will get hurt, people. Definitely will. And for those of you, Benjamin said that she brought that on herself. If she exit the car, she'll still here today, and not black women that he shot. He was 100% wrong, and that white woman was wrong, period. Okay. All right. I'm just reading some of the comments. Okay, my phone is powering up. Hold on, Marcus. Phone is powering up now. Somebody said the shooting was justified. I kind of question that, but I understand. To show the house from the video. I'm gonna show that video in a minute. Let me get this phone going and get Marcus on the line because Marcus want to talk. Hold on, Marcus. Let me call in. Let me call in. Hey, caller. I'm calling it in now, Marcus. And you come right on in. Bluetooth it.
And do not have us on speakerphone so we won't have an echo, and we'll be with you shortly. Thank you so much.
All right, make sure you share this live, y'all.
At
People,
the tone, please record your name for announcement.
Crime Chaser. Okay, Marcus, thank you for holding. My phone went dead as soon as I started talking to you. Go ahead. I gotta come on, Marcus. My phone went dead. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
Come on, Marcus.
So basically, what I want to say is that to piggyback on what Larry Stelling said, I believe he said something about people should not be following ICE and doing all of that because it will provoke ICE. But I believe that what happened to this woman was illegal, and it happened because a lot of those white officers don't like the fact that white people are standing up for people of color and people of other nationalities, and they don't like that. And a lot of those officers, let's keep it real, a lot of them are on the law enforcement to exercise their hatred towards other people. And this was a perfect time for him to do it. Me looking at the video several times, I didn't see her trying to run over ICE agents. I saw her trying to get out of their way from them. And because he couldn't, quote unquote, stop that, he shot her. This woman had kids, Martin. This woman got a child. How do you explain that to a child? That their mother is dead and the person that killed that child, killed their mother, was of law enforcement, who we're taught from day one to respect. They're there to protect us.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe this is fueled from the person that's in the White House. And now they're out here doing whatever they want to do, going into these cities and doing whatever they want to do. Philadelphia had a message for ICE. I don't know if you heard that video, but Philadelphia state's attorney has a message for ICE.
Sure.
If you come there and do that, you're going to get locked up.
Joined.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And I think that this is my opinion. It was wrong, and he should be prosecuted. But the one in the White House also needs to be prosecuted because he got this going on. The same person that caused the insurrection on January the 6th. This man, I know a lot of people voted for him, but this man, he should have never been president because he's a criminal.
Got to tell the truth.
And you got a criminal leading this country. And what is he doing? He's allowing ICE to act like this. And they will continue to act like this. And they're shooting down white people. Next, they're going to be shooting down black people.
When have they stopped shooting down black people, Marcus? They ain't never stopped.
Never. Right. And they're getting away with it. And now, thanks for reminding me of that. Now, white people used to always tell us, Martin, to comply.
Yeah.
Now they're getting a taste. Like I said on your show before, now they're getting a sweet taste of what we have been going through for decades. Ain't nothing changed. From black codes to Jim Crow to now, ain't nothing really changed. They still see us as the enemy. And they waiting on us to act up so they can shoot us down too. They don't like it when white people side with people of color. They don't like that. So, in my opinion, to this cop, he didn't like that woman because she was out there standing up for what she felt was right. And they hated when they people betrayed them. You know, when we was doing Mount Greenwood, how many white people was reaching out to us saying that their life had been threatened.
Okay. Hold it right there, Marcus. Let's see what 206 have to say. I know he got to be a little one. Come on, 206. I'm number two of you. You can talk long as you want. Two of us on here. Three, actually. Go ahead.
I don't have too much, but this happened a few days ago, and I have no sympathy for it all. I have no sympathy because just like Marcus said, they haven't been shooting us for decades. They've been shooting us since when guns were invented. This is centuries old. And when the youngsters are in the car or sisters in the car, brothers in the car, and half the time they will shoot us dead, and the car is in park, and they said that we tried to run them over. Everything that they do against us in this country, sooner or later, it's going to come back on them. I don't want to see people hurt. I don't want to see people killed. But this situation is a situation that the white racial collective has helped to create, if not them creating it on their own. They created this situation. They're the ones that have a standing army, i.e. law enforcement, that will stand in front of your car and claim that you try to run them over and shoot you. I wasn't aware of that article that you put up there. That's fascinating, because now you put it up there. I think I remember from a few years ago, at least reading the headline. So this is something that white people have created. They've created a situation where you have tyranny and murder and abuse, but they could sit on their pink behind and not have to pay the consequences for the mess that they created. I don't want to see people hurt, but part of me has no sympathy, because this is a situation that they created. Now, looking at the shooting itself, all she had to do was stop. She was trying. People say, "Well, she was." Thank you for putting that up there, because I want to write that down. They were saying that she wasn't hitting the driver; she was turning away from the driver. Well, check this out. She shouldn't have been turning. Period. If I am engaged in obstruction of law enforcement doing what they're supposed to do, I get thrown to the ground, I get handcuffs, I get took to jail, I get charged. And chances are, especially in these West Coast states like Oregon, Washington, California, Arizona, I will be convicted. That's a serious offense. Why law enforcement? Maybe it's because some of these cities don't want their law enforcement to support ICE and what have you. But why these fools and morons are not getting handcuffs put on them and going to jail like the January 6th rioters, I have no idea. This guy, this officer that shot her, I agree with Marcus. Not only is she going against what he thinks white America should be doing, but don't forget, she's a white female. And white females have been going against the interests, or at least in the minds of white males, and I've talked to them since the 90s when I was in the service. They see the white female as going against their racial interests in this country to a very large degree. Not only that, but they are subject. If you look at this footage, and they had a riot, not a riot, but they had a major demonstration, almost became a riot here in Seattle. And these police officers are getting assaulted. They're getting kicked in the balls. They're getting hit with, we don't have snowballs here when it's not really snowing here. They get water thrown on them, water balloons with all kind of disgusting liquids thrown on them. And if I did anything where they would consider they feared for their life, I got 7 to 15 bullet holes in me. How come these people aren't going to jail? I think it's going to get worse. I think more people are going to get killed. Since then, 2 more people, I think in Portland somewhere, were shot and killed, although they were Venezuelan, but they were human beings too. This is going to get out of control, and it's getting out of control because they should have started dropping the hammer and putting handcuffs on these people and taking them to jail a long time ago. Now they're emboldened. Now when you do anything, if you do anything serious, what you should be doing, then anything can happen. Anybody in that crowd can pull out a 38 or a 45 and start shooting. We just had a mass shooting in Mississippi where 6 people were killed in 3 different locations, and this was less than 24 hours ago. This is maybe 30 hours ago. Anything can happen. So, yeah. So that's just my thoughts, and I just pray that cooler heads prevail and suffering is kept to a minimum.
Well, I want to say this in conjunction of what you said. She should have, that is accountability. She should have complied, but I believe her wife told her to take off baby or something like that. And me personally, this is my opinion. Mm-hmm. That don't mean I'm always right.
Yes, sir.
I don't believe her intentions was to run the officer over. the ICE office. I don't believe that. I believe that as an officer, he shouldn't have never put himself in a position where he had to use deadly force. That's all I'm saying, in that position. That could have been voided on both parts. I mean, he went all the way around the vehicle, you know. So, and we already know that there are, here's the article. So this is nothing new. 2014, February.
Yeah.
U.S. border agents intentionally step in front of moving vehicles to justify shooting at them. And now,
I think that's what he did.
Yeah, that's what he did. So that's what I'm saying is, I'm not going to argue the fact, right or wrong, or he shouldn't have did it. I'm not going to argue that tonight, but I want to hear both sides. I got some video, and we want to use facts. So I'm letting the audience know that this is nothing new. It's still happening. And it's a
Can I
day.
say one more thing?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
You know, I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, sir.
And
Go
I'll try
ahead.
not to do that.
Go ahead.
But one thing I learned, and I learned this when I was in the military, and I learned this in life. It's not your intention that matters. It's your effect that matters. Your intention compared to effect in the final analysis may be irrelevant. It's the effect that you have. And her effect was her saying that I am at least potentially deliberately causing you harm. But I hear her intention might not have been that, but her effect said something else. That's just all I wanted to add to it.
Okay. I want to play this video. I want to play this video real quick of Superintendent Snelling. And I think it's very important, especially for Black people that look like me. And Black people, pay attention to this. You guys need to hear this. And I'm Black, and I consider myself Black. And we need to hear this, people.
Federal agents, ICE, HSI, are officers. They are agents of law enforcement. If you box them in with vehicles, it is reasonable for them to believe that they are being ambushed and that this could end in a deadly situation. And it's reasonable for them to use force based on those conditions. Do not box in any law enforcement officer. You are breaking the law when you do that. And you are putting yourself in danger. Following law enforcement agents around. The question is why? What do you plan on doing? It's also reasonable for them to believe that you're eventually going to do harm to them. If you ram any vehicle, especially that one that contains law enforcement agents, and that's any law enforcement, local, state, federal, county, and you do this intentionally, this is considered deadly force. Deadly force is anything that can cause great bodily harm or death. When you plow into a vehicle that contains law enforcement agents, you're using deadly force.
I like this video, especially for Black people, for us. And the reason I like it, because we tend to be followers. And for all the Black people out there that are protesting, that is your constitutional right. But please do not use your vehicle to follow the ICE agents or block them in or interfere in an investigation that they're having. Do not do that. We can't do what white folks do and get away with it. It's just not going to happen. Now, unfortunately, this white lady got killed because the officer's going to say that she used her car. And I'm going to put up a video, and I'll just let you be the judge. And I'm quite sure it's a lot of videos out there that we've all seen. And I'm going to put it out there. Where is this video? Okay. All right. Where is this video? Let me see. We got more callers. We got Bill calling. All right. Right here.
Hey, Martin.
Yeah, go ahead, Marcus.
Brandon Johnson and Governor Pritzker, now, they were telling people to follow ICE.
Uh-huh.
Yes, they were.
At what ICE was doing.
Uh-huh.
So now the chief of police here comes back and maybe I'm using the wrong word, counterattack it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Has joined.
the politicians, don't you think that our own political leaders kind of fuel this? Because it doesn't make sense. I mean, they're law enforcement. You can't stop them from arresting people.
Mm-hmm.
You putting yourself in danger. And a lot of people have been doing that. They tell people, follow the ICE, take note. If you see them, follow them. You're endangering yourself. Even if you pull out a camera, they don't know if you're pulling out a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Their guns are already out, and they shoot you. So why would our mayor tell, he ain't no different from Trump when Trump did the insurrection. Why would our mayor tell people to follow ICE agents?
Mm-hmm.
That's suicide.
Yeah, you're
I'll
right.
let Bill take it from.
Okay. Bill, let me, I want to show this video. Bill, you need to say something right now, or you can wait.
I'll wait.
Okay.
Hey, Martin.
Go ahead, 206. Go ahead.
Martin,
Go ahead.
real quick to Marcus. The governor of Minnesota did the same thing. He called for people in these blue states and these sanctuary cities to go out and harass ICE. I've got it on my computer. He said it at a press conference, and he was inciting riots across
Send it to me.
Please go ahead. Sorry.
Send it to me on that.
I sure will.
Send it to me on that 8736 number. 8736 number. Yeah. I think you
I'll
got
try
it.
to do that in the next few minutes.
Okay, cool. Let me show this bill real quick. Now, all right. I know this is an emotional moment, but this is the officer claiming that he got hit. So this is the video. Let me replay it again. From that angle. Now, I don't know if he thrust himself, got brushed. Now, go ahead, Bill. I just wanted to show that. Go ahead, Bill. Bill?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Your time.
First of all, I want to say most of these liberals are thinking that they can get away with way more than the average citizen in a protest. I don't care if the what color they are. The situation is they are obstructing justice. We, as most black people, shouldn't want migrants to be here illegally, no matter where they come from, whether it's the Ukraine or Venezuela. And at this particular situation, these are people fighting against ICE for every reason that they mad at Donald Trump for. They're up there to wrangle up the Somalians and illegal migrants that's up there. And just like 206 said, this is happening in all of the major Democrat cities. And he said he was going to send you the videotape of Tim Walz promoting this to happen, just as Brandon Johnson did. And you can't be a state and override the federal government. But more than anything, I think black people should stand down no matter what their feelings are. This ain't our fight. Because how could we not want them here, but then stand on bad people that's obstructing ICE to get them out of here? Yes, it was a misfortune that she got killed. It looks and like he positioned himself to do that, but those are the consequences. When you play with fire, you get burned. And I believe we would have been burned way long ago. Mm-hmm. I hope black people stand down and get on what we need to be getting on, opposed to fighting ICE. It sends the wrong message. It sends the wrong message. That's all I got to say right now.
Okay. All right. And Bill said, this is not our fight, people. Not our fight. Now, you know, they had a protest downtown Chicago today. And I understand what's going on, and it's a lot going on. This is a very sensitive moment. I am a protester. I just want you guys to know that. And protesters don't always do things according to the law. They break the law too as well. And real talk, a lot of people, blacks, don't want me to talk about this, but I'm about the news. I'm about truth. Telling the truth, shame the devil. You know, and one thing our black people can learn about this, we can't do what the white people do. We probably liable to got shot as soon as they got out, told us to get out, and we didn't make no move. You know, it's a fortunate situation that life has been lost, and there are articles out here. These are some of the tricks of deadly force that they use on people, on the border people that's coming across the border. A lot of you out there that's in Minnesota, you putting rocks inside your snowballs and you're throwing them at the ICE agent. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Now, in law enforcement, let me say this. In law enforcement, they tell you not to stand in front of vehicles, especially running vehicles. That is like that's a bait. And a car can be used as a weapon. As a weapon. Well, somebody said, well, Martin, if her wife would have never told her not to take off, she'll still be here. And guess what? You're probably right. You're probably right. You know, who was that said that? Like Marcus said, they don't like other white people taking up for colored people. They don't like that. The white supremacists, the white people. Go ahead, Bill. I think you was going to say something.
Yeah. I don't want anybody, any of the listeners to misconstrue what I was saying. And I think you should be covering this. It's not our fight, but that don't mean we can't talk about it and learn from it, because it's gonna come a time if we do what's right now, in a very short period of time, we supposed to be boots on the ground protesting. Yeah. So this show is very relevant and carries a lot of weight. You know, we got to learn from this. We can't get in positions like that, because it was 206 or Marcus. One of them said it probably wouldn't have went that way for one of us, if we probably would have just blocked the pathway, it would have been one word or one question or one direct question or direct it at us to get out of the car maybe once or twice, and it would have been shot up then. But these people are really out of hand, man. You know, I hate this that she expired like that, having kids and all. But you got to also look at law enforcement. I don't hate police. I disagree with the bad ones, and they are absolutely necessary. But them people got a job to do. Them people want to go home. I've seen more aggression in protesters and anti-ICE people and liberals and mostly liberal white women than I have seen of the ICE agents. And at some point, you know, you got to give them some grace. They got a job to do. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Marcus. You've been silent.
Martin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Marcus.
I think that our politicians, our Democratic politicians, kind of fueled this. They actually did what Trump did during the insurrection. They promoted this. They told people to go out here and follow these people, knowing that they're putting these people in danger. So our mayors and our government have misled us. And if we can get locked up for inciting a riot, shouldn't they pay some type of price? Because people are losing their lives. Right here in Chicago, I believe ICE agents was rammed. That's what Larry Snelling meant. I believe somewhere down in a little village or near Chinatown, I can't remember exactly, a Mexican woman rammed the ICE agents. Now they're out there doing their job. They got guns on them for a reason. And people need to use common sense. And like Bill said, a lot of black people feel that this is not our fight. And I can say this, you don't see a lot of black media covering these protests. I go down there because I'm a photojournalist.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see a lot of black media covering these protests with other people. And just think about it. When we were out there fighting for Laquan McDonald, some of them same people were saying, comply. Now they're getting a taste of what we've been getting a taste of for centuries, as 206 put it, for centuries, ever since this country been a country.
Okay. 206, if I may, Marcus and Bill, if I may.
Yes, sir.
Let's use a little logic here.
Yes, sir.
Some coming to my mind. Think about it. If this officer said that he felt threatened and he shot the car up, I think he shot 3 times. If any other officer felt that he was threatened, why did they shoot 2? Think about it. If I was an officer and I had a partner, and if I felt somebody was trying to mow my partner down with a car, we both going to be shooting. This is the same question. This is the same. Listen to this, Marcus. Since you brought it up, this is the same thing happened to Laquan McDonald. Think about it, people.
Yes, it is.
All these officers that was out there, the Chicago police officer, only one shot. So why is it only one officer felt like his life was threatened? Now, it was more than one officer out there in Minnesota. Not taking up for her. Now, don't get me wrong. Every man got to be accountable for their own actions. But why didn't the other ICE officers shoot as well? if they felt that this woman was using a car as a weapon. Think about that, people. Now, this is
because Martin.
Hold on, Marcus. This is where we tell the
Okay.
truth and shame the devil. No way in the world, people. Me and 206 on patrol. And if he's releasing if he's shooting his revolver, service revolver, I'm shooting mine too. That's my partner.
Right.
We're going to eliminate this threat. But he was the only officer, ICE officer, that shot inside of that car. And he was the only officer that had his weapon drawn, according to the video. It's just something I want y'all to think about now. I'm not trying to get into a debate with nobody tonight, I promise you. But go ahead, Marcus.
I would say this, like I said earlier. Then if you look at it like that, let's keep it real. Some of these officers, they carry their personal beliefs to work with them. That officer probably hated that woman for standing up for what she believed in. And in his mind, she was going against the country. You see, some white people, they don't like it when they people stand on the other side of the fence with other people. You know, it was white people who stood on our side during the civil rights movement, and some of them got killed, but they don't teach us that. But some of them got killed because they were standing on our side, and they called them, you know, the word that we can't say over there, love. And this is, I mean, if the other officers didn't feel threatened, then you gotta look at that part of it too. Did this officer have some type of hatred toward people who are standing up? And what's going through his mind? Let me get my opportunity, and I'll do this. And he got his opportunity, and he acted on it. Did he have to kill her? I still feel that he didn't have to kill her, because you could stop a vehicle. I'm not an officer, but you could stop a vehicle without killing somebody. Shoot out the tires.
But let me just say this, Marcus. It's against police policies to shoot into a moving vehicle. Even though he shot 3 times, she rammed in back of another car. What if there had been people right there? It would have caused more casualties. That's only a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
The people, y'all hear me? What she did was only a misdemeanor. I'm sorry. That's all it was. This wasn't a felony traffic stop at all. I'm just being real, people, and I'm not trying to justify it. I want to be real honest.
She could have had her kids in the car, and it could have been kids in the other car.
She had a dog. Yeah, she had a dog, and the driver had a dog in the car. I think he was in the front seat at that time.
Ooh.
Had a dog. So
he's going to be in some trouble.
Well, so what I'm saying is
going to be all over them.
So what I'm saying, people, the car that she ran in back of, what if that was a moving car or something, and they had children in there? I'm throwing these things out here, people. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to debate with nobody. Right.
Hey, but check this out though.
Yes, sir.
If memory serves, the officer that shot this Renee Good, when he came up to the car, he already had his gun out.
Mm-hmm.
Before he even came up to the car, he had his gun in his hand. If memory serves.
Oh well, he did.
So it seems to me that he might have had the if I'm remembering this correctly, he might have had a mind to shoot somebody already. He came up to that.
He did have his gun out.
Wow.
He had his gun out. So what's he got his gun out for? Because she ain't run into him, and they hadn't yet told her to stop. But he had his gun, if I'm not mistaken, in his right hand already.
Because I know he had a cell phone camera.
You know, they always.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Nah.
He did.
He positioned himself. I agree fully with that.
I said the same thing too. I said the same. Go ahead, Bill.
It didn't cause for her, even though I oppose those demonstrators demonstrating, protesters demonstrating the way that they do. I oppose the way they handling themselves. but I don't think the lady deserved to die. You know, if he wouldn't have put himself, and according to the laws, no policeman should be putting himself, even a civilian, never put yourself in a position of a car, especially a running car, in any situation where you could be ran over. It's just common sense. And anybody that does usually have a motive behind it. If they trying to stop a car, because you can't stop it physically. She didn't deserve to die. But he should be held accountable, just like any officer that has displayed the same mannerism and had the same outcome against our people. Yes, he should be held accountable to the fullest of the law, even though in most of the cases that it happened with people that were like us, they got a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. Let me say this real quick. I need you guys on YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button, the share button, and all that. So can we all agree that I have a good point for as if his fellow officers felt that he was in danger, they would have had their weapons drawn too, right? Can we all agree with that?
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just think that makes sense. Yeah.
I agree with you.
Okay. I don't want.
Mike,
right.
Just think about it. Just think about it. They weren't in the direct path of the car.
Mm-hmm.
He got there on his own. They were at the side.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one who came directly in front of that car on his own accord with a motive behind it. He didn't care that it was a woman in there, a woman with kids, a man. All he was probably thinking is he's sick and tired of these protesters pulling these stunts. I'm gonna show him today.
Yep.
I have no proof of that, but 9 times out of 10, that's what it was. And I'm glad you talking about this and airing this out, because, like I said, it's just a matter of time that we'll be in the same position, whether we protesting or not.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the exact date. This was maybe about a year and a half ago. The young man they shot up, and he was pulled behind a parked car, and they lit him up from both angles.
Was that in Chicago on the west side?
Yeah.
It was on the west side.
I think he shot first. Though. He shot first, so.
Yeah, that was a...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they said he was reaching for a gun.
Right. But he shot...
Who knows?
Well, he shot because one of the officers was shot in the wrist or hand or something. So I don't know who shot first. So, yeah. Let's go to the new caller. B-Red, 214. I think that's him. That might not be him because we got two 214s now.
Hey.
Yeah, let's B-Red. Go ahead, B-Red. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, B-Red.
Yeah, what's going on, gentlemen? I'm glad you. Hey, what's happening, man? 206, what's up, man? Glad you put this on. As you can watch the video from when they changed the angle of the video, they kind of changed the angle of what we had been seeing. First, we were seeing a back view,
right,
and it looked really bad from the back view. And then from the front view, when they finally came out with that, either today or yesterday, you see the officer take 2 feet back, put both his feet on the ground. So there was no way he knew he wasn't going to be hit.
he had learned from being hit last time how to move his body in such a way he doesn't get hit. When he pulled out the gun and shot the lady, even the police officers that were walking up to the scene was shocked because one of them, from the back view, he jumped. He jumped back. He was like, you could have shot me, fool. He had that his body moved and showed that. Mm-hmm. He's like, damn, are you going to shoot me? So, based on what we saw, if all of us were sitting at a commission and we were going to decide whether this was a good shoot or not, I believe that all of us would say this was a bad shoot. You overreacted and got outside yourself. But see, that's the problem when you got non-law enforcement officers out trying to enforce the law. Y'all are good at, ICE is good at checking bags at the airport, putting cases on people that got dope in their luggage. This is the kind of, catching people jumping the fence at the border. This is the job that they do. But see, when you come down to civil law enforcement, when you out here on boots on the ground, the laws and everything is different. Case in point, Ball Springs, Texas, which is a suburb of Dallas, 2019, got 2 officers respond to shooting in a neighborhood at a party. The 2 officers respond, they get there, they find a car full of teenagers. They pull up on a car full of teenagers. One officer approaches the vehicle with an M16 in his hand.
Yeah, I remember this.
Car takes off. This dummy shoots into the car.
Right.
He starts lying from the beginning, talking about my partner was a danger. He was actually behind the vehicle. Yeah, he approached the vehicle from the side. Ladies and gentlemen, they gave that white boy 25 years in Texas. Okay? This is the most conservative state in the nation when it comes to laws. They gave this white boy 25 years. This white boy's going to go to jail. He's going to get indicted, and he's going to prison. This is cut and dry. This is a slam dunk. Because the trained law enforcement knows better than to shoot into a car. They've all been trained to shoot at the tires. If they're going to draw their weapon at all. But because you had other law enforcement officers in and around the vehicle, he wasn't supposed to shoot anyway because you take a chance on shooting one of your own men. He didn't even check his background. He just started shooting. After he positions himself not to get hit by the car, we all just watched that. He took 2 steps back, put 2 hands on the car, which would allow him to move away from the car. And then he just shot. He's going to jail. He's going to be indicted. It may not be this year because Trump is in office. But trust me, he's going to get a murder case out of Minnesota for this. That's a white woman. That ain't one of us. He's going to jail. I'll land the plane, y'all.
Well, I want to say this too as well. That there is that traffic stop wasn't nothing but a misdemeanor. Anyway, he did give an order to get out of the car, not the other officer. Basically, they was going back and forth. The lady, the driver, Miss Goodlow, and the guy that did the shooting, and her wife. What do you want to call it? Yeah. I mean, she stood. I mean, it is what it is, It
is what it is.
I'm just gonna call it what it is, Ain't no such thing as a 2 women wife and all. That's not realistic. But I'm just going with I'm going with the American talking points. But what I'm saying, people, this thing is mixed emotions. And I understand if you're black out there, do the best you can to comply with the officers, so you won't have to go through this. Now, you still can get it complying. We've already proven that. Now, I'm like Bill. If you ready not to do what the officers say, be ready to die, ready to kill or get killed. Period. It can go like that. So, again, be red. Be red. Listen to this. I don't know how when you got on here. If them officers felt that their fellow officer was in danger, they would have had their guns drawn as well.
Absolutely. they would have filled that car full of bullets.
Yeah.
But when the other officer was walking up there and the car pulled off and the guy started shooting, so they started flinching and jumping for the ground. They didn't know what was going on. But see, that's the problem you have, Martin, when you got people who are not trained to deal with the public.
Well,
like I said, these guys are luggage, planes, airports. These guys ain't got no business out here doing no law enforcement.
Be red. Let me just show you something real quick. I want to show you something. I don't know when you came in on the footage, but I want to share something with you. This is nothing new. Look at the screen here. I don't know if you can see the screen. It says February 28th, 2014. U.S. border agents intentionally step in front of moving vehicles to justify shooting at them. So this is nothing new.
Yeah, I saw that.
This is what's been going on. And I'm quite sure in their protocol, they tell them not to stand in front of a vehicle. So this discussion that we're having tonight about the ICE borders is nothing new. Real talk.
That's facts. Didn't they say this guy had been hit by a car?
Drugged by a car? So, but see what he did was he baited himself. He thrust himself into a position where he can use deadly force. Now the
deadly force.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He gonna get the case, Martin. He gonna get that case. He may win, or he may, but he gonna get a case. He's not gonna slip out of that just like that. And all this stuff he's showing, U.S. border agents, intentionally step in front of moving vehicles, all that's gonna be a part of it.
Now, guys, let me just say this.
This whole situation is a mess.
I don't know when he had his gun out. I don't know if he had his gun out the whole time. I know from the other angle, he had something in his hand. I think he had a cell phone. He was videoing as well because he walked around the car. So he walked around the car. That's the video they got going out here. I thought I put that video up here, did I? Yeah, here it is right here. Let me play. Here it is, right? Let's see this. Let's watch the video. This is the officer view. The video.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Oh! Now, from that angle, did he hit him? Did she hit him? That's what I want to know to get clearer. Someone said he hit her.
No.
Did he? Yeah.
No.
Okay. From another angle, it looks like he hit her because the video I played. So, let's play it again, people. One more time.
Change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
See, he walked in front of the car. He must have had his gun out already, y'all. He had to have his gun out. He had to have his gun out. I don't care what nobody said. He had to have his gun out already to shoot that fast. Yeah, he had to. I ain't buying that one.
Hey, you know what, Martin?
Yeah.
This might sound sexist, and I don't mean it that way, but a lot of these lesbians, and I know I got an aunt that's a lesbian. I got friends that are lesbians. I'm not hating on gay people, LGBT people, but a lot of these lesbians, they confuse being loud and aggressive with being masculine. And I've seen them talk themselves with bravado and mouth, talk themselves into a lot of trouble. Again, I'm not saying this blaming them for this, but I'm just saying I see that a lot. It would be a couple gay females that have nobody around them. Notice there's not that many protesters around them. And it's just them and the cops that outnumber them. And she's running her mouth talking all tough and go get some lunch, big boy, and all this. Silly, man. It's just silly to me.
And, you know, actually, to be real honest with you guys, the lesbian lady, the stud, she told the driver, Miss Good, Renee Good, to take off. Yep. Now, Miss Good, she listened to the orders of her lesbian wife, but she didn't listen to the orders of the ICE agent. Let's keep it real now. Let's keep it real. Let's be true. Go ahead.
But they got guns in their hands, though.
Right. Well,
it's just typical white folks, man. She didn't have any clue in the world that she would be killed.
No, not
she
at all.
absolutely believed that she could block these cars with these law enforcement, talk her white girl nonsense to them. And everything is going to be smooth and dandy. There's going to be no problems. She didn't know what she didn't know, and she had cost her life.
White privilege.
Yeah. Well,
being programmed.
What they was doing.
Do you not think that these? Do you not think these white liberals, straight, gay, all of them out there are not being programmed before these protests? We already then came up with the idea that a lot of them that's popping up in these cities that don't live here are being paid. The average American can't just up and go to city to protest. Not the average American.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? She didn't have a clue that she 206. I mean, you can just tell by this listening to her talk. She did not have a clue that her life was in danger.
Well, she does now, but I mean, she ain't gonna help her now. But Bill,
she could talk to Jesus about it.
In the crowd, there's people in yellow vests that look as if they're directing all the nonsense, and they're starting to
antagonize.
Right, antagonize. And they're starting to research the funding, who's paying for these people to get trips, airfare to these different cities, who's bringing them in here. And that's something they need to uncover, because they were talking about the same thing during the riots, during the COVID era. But we didn't hear anything about it. Maybe it's some of the same people. I don't know. But there's coordination coming from somewhere.
There's got to be. Because I was so glad to see people like Martin in Minnesota taking pictures of the white folks burning down our community. Then we had been telling folks for years that, man, we don't go burn down the grocery store and my grandmama get food.
Right.
White folks are coming to the neighborhood and do that. And they absolutely caught them on camera burning stuff to the police station. It was like, black folks ain't finna go burn no police station. I mean, that's the last place on earth we want to be with a Molotov cocktail.
Right.
Sure enough, they showed the white boys jumping the fence, throwing Molotov cocktails into the police station, into the CVS. And then it's like, okay, now grandma can't go get her medicine. Now she got to go 8 more blocks to another CVS to get her medicine. You know, they think that we're stupid. You know, we burn down the only grocery store in the neighborhood. We don't do that. They do that. They do that.
Okay.
They call us animals.
You guys, look at this footage. Is this officer being hit or what? Look at this footage. Hold on, put it out here. Let me play it again. Hold on, let me play it again. From this angle. Yeah, you know, people say, I don't know about this one. This video is grainy, but let me play this one. This is the same one. That's the same one. It's grainy. Let's lay this one. Yeah, he could have shot them. Man, y'all see that reaction?
I told you.
Yeah, look at that reaction. Look at that, child. Watch this. When he shot. Look. Yeah, he could have shot his former officer. God, dog. Now, if y'all look at this picture. Now, hold on. Just look at this picture. If they felt any danger, why did they shoot their gun? The officer was in danger.
Don't even look like they drew their guns.
Right. Man, look at this.
was getting ready to the one at the window, and then he just started shooting. He just scared him. Other dude just fell on the ground. What the fool?
Look. Whoa.
Oh my fucking God!
Yeah, man.
What the fuck? You just fucking, what the fuck did you do?
And the one that shot never gave you a direct order.
Right. Man,
She never even saw him.
They didn't even have their guns out.
They did.
No! Shit!
Woo!
Oh my fucking God!
Now, hold on. I just discovered something, people. I just discovered something. Hold it. Listen, y'all. Now, if anybody should have been shooting, it should have been the officers that walked up to the car, because she did take off while he was still holding on. Look at this. Look at it. Just look at this, y'all. Now, if anybody should have been discharging their weapon, it should have been him. Hold it.
Right.
Look at this. Look at this.
No!
See? He was holding on a little bit. Look. See?
Oh
my God. Oh my God. Oh my
What
God.
the fuck? You just fucking, what the fuck?
Oh my God. I just noticed that.
No!
And Martin, you're talking about reaching into the driver's side window, right?
Right. I'm talking about, yeah.
But
go ahead.
But you see, the police officer that actually shot her, he claims to have been dragged before. And when I did research,
right,
he was dragged reaching into the driver's side window. Just
Yeah.
like you said.
Yeah. Yeah. And
sound like her girlfriend
gotta kill.
saw and knew what was getting ready to happen.
Right.
Because she started yelling before anybody from the other side.
Yeah, because remember, she was arguing
out there with the gun.
Yeah, she was arguing with him. Really? Remember, see the other video?
Right.
She said, "You big boy, yeah, go get you some." She was arguing with him. She's seen it. She was arguing with him. And let me see if I can pull that video up. And let's see. It is right here. It should be right here. See, she's arguing. Now, this happened before the agent jumped out, came to the car.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I said go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car.
See, get out of the car.
Get out of the car.
Oh! So he said, yeah, boom. My God, he thrust himself in there. He know better. He walked around the car. Come on, B, that's too much, man.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he knew exactly.
He knew what he was doing.
Now, to be honest with you
And
guys,
she did after she seen that pistol out. He was the only one that had his pistol drawn already.
Yeah. Now, this, I'll be honest with you guys. From what I'm seeing right now, he might can get away with it because by the other officer holding on, opening up the door, whatever, and pulling out, and he could have said, well, I was protecting him. But he couldn't have protected him because he didn't even tell him to move out the way. He just shot in the car. The other officer thought he was going to get shot. I don't know. It's just, man, this is rough here. This is a rough case.
This is an example of what you do not do on a misdemeanor traffic.
Yep, that's all what that was.
You wouldn't hold this up as an example of what you should do. Like I said, the cop from Boss Plains, this was a similar situation. He shot into the car with an M16, started talking that, I was trying to protect my partner, miss. They gave him 25 years in Texas. That boy going to jail. He may not go this year. He going to jail. They protect him forever. It looked like they actually pulled over in front of these officers. They were doing everything that they said about the situation is true. They actually blocked the road so the cops couldn't get through. Yeah, they're impeding them and all of that, but she shouldn't have got the death penalty for that. Not right out there on the street executed. Yeah. That wasn't right. That was wrong.
That was an execution. Yeah, it was, man. Now,
Hey, B-Red.
Yes, sir.
The thing where they shot him with the M16, I'm thinking we're thinking of the same event. In the car where the teen was shot, he was shot in the head, right?
Yeah.
And he
was in the front passenger seat.
And he was in the car with other teenagers, right?
Teenagers, right, correct.
I think they said after the cop shot him in the head with the M16, there was smoke coming out of his head.
Wow.
I mean, if I could find the video, I would send it to Martin, but his show ain't about that.
Yeah.
His show is kind of about this, but I was trying to relate the two incidents because they were similar. They both called out on some BS. He gets out the car with his M16 because he heard shots fired in the neighborhood. That was the call. He walks up on a car full of teenagers. The kid, 17, the driver, panics and he pulls off. Well, the cop just starts shooting his M16 into the car. He killed a 15-year-old. And they precisely indicted his ass and gave him 25 years. There was no justification. And like this, there's no justification.
Yeah, that may happen here.
Mm-hmm.
And this happened in Chicago?
No, that would happen in Boss Plains, Texas.
Wow.
Way more conservative than Minneapolis. They look for a reason to let the police go here. That's how they investigate. They investigate to let them go, not to indict. But it was so egregious. The video was just showing from the body cam. Nobody was in danger. In the same situation, there was nobody in danger. The cop that was getting ready to talk to her had just made it to the car when she pulled off. The guy that was in front of her, he already had positioned himself so he couldn't be hit. Nobody was in danger. Then when he started scaring the guys with the guns, they didn't even see why he had pulled and started shooting. He could have shot one of them. And I'm sure that they said that to him once they got alone. Damn, man, you could have killed me. Did you see me standing in the window talking to her?
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, but in his mind, he wasn't gonna miss. He lived for that moment.
Yeah.
It's probably the dyke chick pushing him into the red with her mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, they go get your lunch, big boy, and all that. Now they already pissing him off, getting him off of his game. Because this really should have just went down. We dragged these two dykes out the car. We put them in cuffs for impeding an investigation. We ruined their day.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna ruin your day. Today you're gonna spend with us. You're gonna be arrested. We're gonna charge you. You're gonna spend all day down at the intake, coming up with bail. You're gonna be here a couple of days. I'm gonna inconvenience the shit out of y'all.
Yeah.
But no, like I said, they hired these rednecks, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna find out these dudes from West Virginia, North Carolina, Louisiana. He's gonna be one of them. He's gonna be one of them.
Let me read something real quick. Okay, it is questionable whether Border Patrol consistently and thoroughly reviews incidents in which agents use deadly force. The report is especially scathing in its critique of agents who stood in front of moving vehicles, recommending that they got out of the way as opposed to intentionally assuming a position in front of such vehicles, the author add. And see, this is not new, people. This is we've been through this before. You know, that's another way of just shooting folks. Me personally,
but see, they can get away with that down in Laredo. They can get away with that in El Paso around Juarez, Del Rio. They can get away with that outside of Phoenix, out there in the desert towns. So they can get away with that mess. Can't get away with that shit up in Minnesota. You can't get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Different culture.
Well, I tell you one thing. Any black people that's listening to us tonight, you can't do what these white folks do. So you take in mind that you be cool. Watch what you do. Watch what you say. You know, we can't pull what they pull. Period.
Let the white female down on your behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's watch this one from the sidelines.
Yeah.
That's it.
You just get your popcorn ready. Let's just watch this one. Because this is going to get worse. That's a white woman they killed. And if they could kill that dog, he'd already been he'd already been cussed. He'd kill that dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, D-Red, Peter finna put their nose in this.
Oh, man.
And they
traumatized this animal.
Peter is powerful. Peter is the wives of white supremacy.
Man, he done traumatized this woman's animal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is gonna be.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, right, man. Have y'all been on some of these channels, different channels, Facebook or YouTube? Man, they saying some nasty things about them two lesbian women. They saying some nasty things about them, man. Oh my God, they saying some nasty things. Nasty things.
I mean, we've seen this before, Martin. They say nasty stuff about us.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a felon.
Yeah.
He never should have had a gun. The officer smelled weed when he came up. We didn't see it all. They can't show us nothing.
Yeah.
They can't show none of us black folks who've been around here for a minute nothing. Because we have seen it all. We've seen them shoot people, we kill them, that's been handcuffed. You know, we watched him choke a man to death on the street that was handcuffed.
Yeah.
You can't show black folks anything about how they get out. We know how they get out. That's why you can see those black folks out there in that ice and snow with the wind of that.
They've been pulling guns on us at a simple traffic stop just for your license. Pull a gun on you.
Yeah, yes, sir. But keep your hands on the steering wheel while the steering. Oh, man.
So true.
That's a helpless feeling, y'all. That's a helpless feeling. Put your hands on the steering wheel. Don't take them off the steering wheel. Now get your license. Well, man, how am I gonna do that with my? Just step on out the car. We've all been there.
Yeah, we've
been there. Lay you down on that cold ground. No. Ain't Minnesota the place where they shot their brother and his girlfriend in the car? He had a license to carry. The officer asked him to pull the gun out so he could see it, and the police was shot and killed him.
Yeah, I think so. And she was on Facebook Live or something, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was on live. Now, how much money did they get?
Now
did she get $12, $13 million?
I don't know.
Ain't no way he gets out of this case. It was a bunch.
I don't know if it was a million, but it was 700 some thousand.
To the girlfriend?
Yeah. I guess.
Well, Martin.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you allow me to say this, I know this ain't a part of your show, but right now Chicago celebrating a double win. The Bears and the Bulls won tonight.
Okay.
I'm pulling for them. I'm pulling for them Bears.
Them Bears won tonight. They beat the Packers, and the Bulls beat the Mavericks. The Bulls beat the Mavericks bad tonight. I was at the game.
Hey,
what you trying to say? What you trying to say?
What you got, Bill?
You were mentioning about them tracing the money for the funding of these protests.
Yeah.
And a while back, it was said that it was George Soros. I've heard Walmart sponsoring No King. Okay. And from that point, I haven't heard anything else since that came out. You know,
yeah,
because it could very, very easily be found out.
It can, but the media that we're looking at, they're in the pocket of the people that are doing this. I started looking into this with the takeover of the Black Lives Matter movement after the killing of Darren Fields. And you had that DeRay McKesson popped up. And again, I don't mean to sound biased, but you had the 3 communist lesbians, Garza, Committee, and Colors pop up. So I did some research, and I'm not a professional researcher, but I'm curious like anybody else. And Warren Buffett, his son, has an organization called the Tides Foundation, and they funded that takeover and funded the payment to those 3 females and some other people that were handling logistics of protesters. And they took it from Black Lives Matter to LGBTQ and immigration and women's rights. They did it during the civil rights movement. If there was no civil rights movement, you wouldn't have heard of Cesar Chavez, and you wouldn't have heard of that fool, that feminist, what's her name? Gloria Steinem. We now know worked for the Central Intelligence Agency. Her whole career was paid for and orchestrated by elements within the patriarchal, man-led government. And in the end, when she retired from public view, a reporter asked her, said, do you still believe in all this stuff? She said she didn't believe in it at all. If she had a choice, I don't know what she meant if she had a choice, but she said, no. She said she could do it all over again. She just got married and had a family.
Wow.
Just got married and had a family. Martin, you may not want to play it, or you may not have time, but I think I sent you that.
Yeah, you did.
That clip with Tim Walsh.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
It said start at
You don't have to play it if you don't want to.
Yeah, I don't just copyrights. Just
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
Some people don't want their material played, but I definitely want to play out. Yeah, but.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna end it right there, people. I revisit this, and hopefully this is probably my last time talking about it. Maybe we'll talk about that young man that got killed on January the 1st by the ICE agent and see what's going on. I got to get more information about that. Yeah, get a lot of information. So I want to thank you guys, Marcus, Bill, 206, Be Red. Thank you guys for calling in tonight.
Thank you.
I don't think this was a waste. Do you guys think it was a waste? Talking about this?
No. This was a teachable moment.
Right, and
this is exactly what we should be doing.
What I've learned from this situation, that we can't do what white people do, and we ought to take heed of what Commander Snelling told us, Superintendent Snelling told us. Do not follow these ICE workers. Do not impede. Do not get in their way when they make an arrest or anything. So don't let these politicians send you off, black people. Now, white people, they operating on another set of rules. But I'm asking the black people, stand down. Trust me, you can't do what the white protesters do. And a lot of them, like Bill said, are paid. They are paid protesters. They're going to have a lawyer on site. They get right out and they get paid. So that's how things go. So the lesson I learned today, do not follow the ICE agents. Do not stand in the way of their investigation. And don't even engage in an argument with them. And definitely don't put your hands on them and use your vehicle as a weapon, period. Because you waiting to die, period. And even if one of them go to jail, Donald Trump, he probably going to pardon them anyway.
Right.
Leaving out. But we'll take that chance. So I would say Miss Renee Good, if she had listened to the officers instead of her wife, she'd probably still be here. You know.
Yeah.
She probably still would be here. Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, I just sent you the video from the shooting in Ball Springs, Texas.
Okay.
I sent you the body cam.
Okay. Somebody else got shot in Portland, huh? Got killed by ICE in Portland. Wow.
I don't know if they were killed, but they were injured, I think.
Okay.
Or were they killed?
Well, somebody put it up there. Somebody else got killed by ICE agent.
Oh, man.
In Portland. Now, is ICE considered? Can I ask you guys a question? Is ICE considered law enforcement? I say yes, even though they are ICE immigration.
Law enforcement.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Immigration. What's that? Custom.
That's why.
Go ahead.
That's why you was playing Snelling, making that
right.
That video that you played. He right after then, if I'm not mistaken, he made a public announcement that he wasn't going to separate himself from the ICE agents because they are officers. And from that point on, when they were protesting in Chicago and running up on ICE agents, Chicago police was there. Not that they did a whole lot, but they were there at most of the time when they were having situations, the protesters with ICE. Because they got a thing we know before any of this happened. The blue ride with the blue. No matter what level it is, whether it's CIA or a beat cop, they're on the same page. And what these Democrats in these democratic cities and states trying to do is separate law enforcement. And I don't know if y'all saw last week I think he's the president of the CPD union, Cantizaro. He came at Brandon Johnson and called him out and told him he was going to feel he got enough money to bag any candidate that wasn't going to ride with him as far as aldermen. I think I sent you that video too, from the news. Yeah, he called them out. So they're not having these democratic cities and states. They're not having the backing of the local police and municipalities because they are going against other levels of the blue.
Listen, Barbecue said Bobby Barbecue said 2 illegal Venezuelans were shot in Minnesota during the same time by ICE for using their vehicle as a deadly weapon also. So I told y'all people, listen, people, this is real, man. You know, they know how to bait you. They know how to bait you. And this is a trick that black people.
Martin?
Yeah.
Is it safe to say that we got a little war going on here? I mean, anytime they're ramming, you know what? I'm for the people. But man, you're ramming the Border Patrol. It is their job to protect the border. And that means that they have to come in here and get illegals up out of here. That's their job.
That's their job.
You don't have the right to ram them. And if they shoot you, then you act.
You shot.
You consider suicide. Anybody that's, excuse my French, dumb enough to do that, I don't think no black person is listening to you on this live unless they have some strong drugs is dumb enough. They ought to know better, because if you ram the local police and you're black, you're going to get killed. You ain't going to see the inside of a courthouse. You're going to see the inside of a casket on a T-shirt. They ought to know not to do it with the federal agents. And don't think the president going to lock them up, because he ain't. He ain't. He's for it. Hey, you either comply or die. You know, black people, stand down. Let them have this. Do not use your cars to ram ICE. Don't even mess with ICE. Let ICE do its job.
And don't be out there protesting for these people
on the front line.
This is a result of them suffering from the same thing that they dish out. Bottom line. Ain't that is happening, but
I didn't mean to cut you short. Wasn't Governor Pritzker making these illegal immigrants police officers?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And guess who they was going to be coming after?
You know.
So, yeah, we need to stand down.
Yeah.
Let ICE do its job. That's my campaign.
All right, we're going to
let ICE do its job.
I agree. They got a job to do. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil.
Shame the devil.
Y'all, please do me a favor. Please share the video, like it, listen to it, share it, talk about it, comment on it. That helps me out, people. Thank you so much, people. Appreciate every last one of you. Peace. Go Chicago Bears.
All right.
Peace. All right.
Hey, one last thing.
Go ahead. Hurry up.
The women are listening. Come on. Call in, women. Everybody but Honey. Honey, you can stay asleep. But the women, call in next time. We can't have men up in here talking. Come on, ladies. We'd love to hear from you.
Thank you.
All right.